This episode of Chewing the Fat is brought to you by the Secret Hub Studios in conjunction with netchannel2.com. Good evening everyone, episode 20, Chewing the Fat, the week before Christmas, or in this case 4 days before Christmas, and this afternoon to celebrate our last episode for the year, we have Mr. Glenn Goodman.
Hello, Merry Christmas. What was it? 4 nights to go.
Four more sleeps.
4 more sleeps, can you believe it? 4 more sleeps. And the big fat guy comes in.
That's right. He's asked the head is delivering presents, is he?
That's right. The Ask the Head's been, what's the word? Commandeered.
Yes.
So, he's been asked to put presents on his head and deliver them.
Fair enough. That's good. Now, look, it's going to be a light-hearted chinwag this afternoon. 30 minutes of banter and jest. So let's start off with a nice big laugh, a little bit of hypocrisy. Harvey
What did
Norman
you come across this week? Oh, yeah.
launches
What are they doing?
online game seller site in competition with its own stores, which is good.
Right.
I commend him. He's putting a server in, I think it's, where is it? Putting a server in Ireland. So no GST on any of the things bought from overseas servers.
Yep.
And they're cheaper online from him than they are if you bought them in a box from his stores. So
That's not good. That's not
well,
good.
maybe not, but I think you'll find that the volume he gets from the online stores will more than compensate the lost sales on the boxed items. And he's being very brave, and I commend him for that.
But that might be. But who is getting the money? Because those stores, he doesn't own the stores.
Yeah, well, they're franchises. Look, you know what? I suspect he's going to eventually, because that franchise model, if you franchise one whole store, that's one thing. But when you franchise departments within stores, that's fine in the old analog system. But when you've got an online system like I'm suggesting, and who do you give the money to? So he's got to stop the franchise model.
Well, I would suggest that, say, if he's going to go online and do that sort of thing, then he may want to go, okay, well, the people's addresses, say he gives the money or part of the money, the profit,
based on postcode,
to a store that may be within 20k of a postcode.
Yeah.
Because I don't think people go more than 20k to go to
they wouldn't.
Harvey Norman store.
No.
But yeah, something like, I reckon something like that, because you look at these stores are not going to be happy.
No.
These franchisees are not going to be happy.
Well, they're losing money.
They're not.
No doubt about it.
Yes, they are. And so whether or not they're going to get a kickback as a collective reduction in some sort of fee that he may charge.
Yeah, the franchise fee might be reduced.
Yes, but I know, like, you know, you've got people, say, places like Billabong and all that sort of stuff. Now, they sell online, but they sell for the recommended retail price.
Yes.
As far as I'm aware, because they don't want to undercut
their
retailers.
Yeah, well, Apple's the same. What the price in their stores is the price online. But Apple is a different story altogether. I mean, these guys know how to do it. So.
Yeah, because I think there was a story this week that the Apple stuff is just flying out the stores, especially the Harvey Norman stores. I think they came out and said, you know, the iPads are really getting crazy.
Yep.
And but I mean, but Harvey Norman would be making that much money on them because Apple doesn't.
The margins are very skinny. They're no more than 5% on Apple.
And that is extremely skinny for a retail product.
Because Apple keep the profits for themselves. They don't give it away to the retailer.
Yeah, but the Harvey Normans of the world, they have to sell these things because they want people in their store. It's probably not that they want to sell Apple iPads. It's just that's the vehicle to maybe sell other stuff.
Yes, correct. It's a loss leader, if you like.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So good old Harvey, in Ireland.
In Ireland.
Yeah.
Now, something not technology related, something not politically related or education related or anything serious like that. 2011's 10 worst films.
Oh, yes, okay.
Some of these films I've never heard of, so I'll go through them. Abduction, the worst action film. Your Highness, the worst comedy. Never heard of it.
No.
Cars 2 apparently was the worst animated film, but I bet you they still made 300 million at the box office. Soul Surfer, worst true story.
Right. What was his life, boring or something?
It must have been. Or he couldn't surf for shit.
Yeah. They made a story out of just some knob that they found on the sidewalk.
That's right.
Gee,
Hey hobo, get over here. The Adjustment Bureau, worst drama. New Year's Eve, worst romantic comedy. A Heartbeat Away, worst Australian film. I'm surprised there's no more. There's not about 10 of them under that moniker. Hereafter, worst thriller horror film. Albert Nobbs, worst period film. And
it wasn't his life story, was it?
Albert the Knob. Red Riding Hood, worst teen fantasy film. So there you go. A little bit of trivia.
Well, apparently, the Dog of the Year.
Julia Gillard.
Well, no, not for politicians. The winners, apparently, in this little story I've got here. Now, I don't know if you watched this on TV. Ben Elton's Live from Planet Earth.
Oh, yeah, that was horrible. It was embarrassing.
I never watched it.
I watched 10 minutes
why?
of it. I watched the...
Why was it?
Oh, it was so bad.
But the jokes weren't funny?
It wasn't funny.
Yeah, trying too hard?
I think so. I think he was trying to make... If he was just himself, he possibly would have done a lot better.
Well, apparently, so it was a toss-up between that and the Kyle and Jackie O's Night with the Stars.
Oh, that was disgusting. I mean, well, look at the...
Did you watch that one too?
Yeah, 5 minutes of it. I can't stand them at all anyway. If I get into the car and one of the kids or my wife puts on Today FM, I say, turn that shit off. You know, it's trash. Garbage in, garbage out. That's it. Not listening to that shit.
Well, I suppose at least, well, not at least, because he was probably forced to apologise. Not that I really think that he means it.
He doesn't mean anything. You know, he's a canoob. Yeah. And Denny Hines, she's got to be up there too, hasn't she? One of the worst things that I've ever seen on TV for a while. She's there are no words to describe her, and her behaviour, and her attitude, and her cockiness, and her ego. There is just no words to describe her. I think Sigmund Freud would have difficulty describing a word, coming up with a word to describe her.
Well, it says there's another little thing here. Denny Hines, Celebrity Apprentice, her displays of aggressive behaviour and upstaging won few fans while provoking considerable antipathy.
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 There you go.
Right. And what does that mean? Just hostility.
I think it means people don't give a rat's ass.
Yeah. And do you think that her attitude would rub off on Marsha in any way?
Well, the question maybe should be, where did she get the attitude from?
Well, that's what I... That's
is that what you mean? Are you saying? Are you asking the question? Does the apple fall far from the tree?
And I'm saying, are we seeing the real Marsha?
We might be seeing the Marsha of old in Denny of young.
Right.
Maybe Marsha used to be like that. Maybe she grew up.
Yeah.
Maybe Denny will grow up. Who knows?
Yeah.
Only time will tell.
I saw Marsha in the paper. She's doing a bit of a round down the RSL, I think at Twin Towns or something.
Right.
And, you know, I looked at it, immediately thought of Denny, and immediately just thought, I just had, for that moment, I had second thoughts, like whether I would go and watch that or not because of she's been tarred by that ugly brush. Yeah, exactly. Like, not that I would have probably gone and watched her anyway, you know.
Yeah,
but like,
yes, but now you've got less so of a chance of watching her.
Yes. I would say that'd be right. What else are they saying here? Yeah, nothing much. Matt Newton.
Train wreck.
Taxi wreck.
Train wreck.
Crazy guy. Can't he just sit at home and stop it?
Yes, stop it. Just stop it.
and Darren Hinch comes back out onto the airwaves.
Oh, did you hear? I didn't listen to what he had to say. Did he have have anything to say?
No, actually, I didn't hear him on the radio. I meant into the Twitter realms, and like he's been suspended for 6 months, and on the minute after he had his bracelet removed and his sentence was over, he was tweeting. Yeah, good on him. Good on him.
Yeah, good work.
I think he's probably. I can't see really what he's done too bad.
Right.
I think name and shame.
Yeah, fair enough. Look, he's always been opinionated and vocal, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, although he's probably the guy, the pedophile wasn't convicted of, which I think is the case when he was named.
I don't know the full details of the case.
Not sure. Yeah, no, neither do I. But anyway, he got into trouble for naming a alleged pedophile on,
right
in the public forum.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yes. So other than that, I can't think of any other train wrecks.
All right. Well, what about some tributes of people that passed away during the year?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Who have you got there?
Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah.
You all remember Elizabeth Taylor?
She looked younger every day, didn't she?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Plastic does wonders. Yeah. Who
Bill Hunter.
Yeah, yes.
Bill
yeah.
Hunter.
Old Bill, he was actually when he was sick, as he was probably on the.
What did he die of? I can't remember what he died of.
Oh, I think it was lung cancer or something.
Right, because he looked a lot older than he's 71 years of age.
Yeah, as he was dying, I was watching him on the Prisoner reruns.
Right.
And never really thought too much. I saw his name in the credits and didn't really know him, too much. I'm not a big movie person or anything like that.
Right.
But then when he started being in the news, I went, oh, yeah, that's that guy over there. And then, of course, when they started listening to movies he was in, I went, oh, yes. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now, Andy Whitfield. He was an Australian guy who was in Spartacus the movie. He died of cancer. He was only 39. Australian bloke. Amy Winehouse, of course.
Yeah, joined the 27 Club.
Yes, 27 Club. Betty Ford, of the Betty Ford Clinic, who was obviously President Ford's wife.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
She started the Betty Ford clinics.
Right.
And recently, of course, Steve Jobs. Of course.
Yes. Yep.
Mr. Jobs.
Yep.
A couple more. Margaret Olley.
Oh, yeah. Artist. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Lionel Rose, the boxer.
Yeah. I'll tell you another one for people probably more in regional New South Wales, maybe.
Yes.
Just died just the other week. Or obviously Arthur Beeson, of course.
Yes.
And David Fordham.
David Fordham?
Yeah.
Did he die?
Yes.
Of what? And when?
Just the other week. The sports commentator.
Yeah. What did he die of?
Cancer or something?
Wow.
Leukemia or something?
David Fordham?
Yeah.
I didn't even see that in the newspaper.
Yeah, he's no longer.
Wow.
Well, hopefully I got that story right, but no, it is.
I'm just Googling it just to make sure. Yes, David Fordham, 6 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you knew him in Sydney then? You got him in Sydney? I didn't know whether he was a Sydney.
No, he was Sydney. Yeah, he was nationwide.
But I think it's just part of life, isn't it? As you get older, obviously.
62.
I know.
Bloody hell.
I know.
So
and it was the big C, I think, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Who else we got? We got David Nagumbura, Aboriginal actor, who 44 he was. Jane Russell, American actress. Jane Russell.
Right.
Peter Falk, Columbo.
Oh, poor Columbo.
He was 83. Do you know that?
Yeah, he started losing his mind, they reckon, towards the end.
Not sure.
83.
83 he was.
That's not bad, but it's still pretty close, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, it's pretty close. And Dr. Kevorkian.
The rat thrower.
No, the euthanasia doctor.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, didn't he throw rats out the window or something?
I don't know what he did.
He died.
He died.
Did he take his own life?
I don't know.
Was he terminated?
I think he was. I think he was ill. Now, in a little column here, I've got gone but not forgotten, and I can't remember. I don't know who some of these people are. I don't know who Gil Scott Heron is?
No.
Googie Withers. She was 94. Sidney Lumet. I think he was a director in Hollywood. Heavy D, which he was a rapper. Jerry Rafferty, the singer. Remember Jerry Rafferty?
Yeah, rings a bell.
Yeah,
Rings a bell.
He was 63. Jeff Conaway from Greece. You know, Kaniki.
No.
Kaniki. Remember Kaniki from Greece? Right.
Kaniki.
Go and watch Grease. His character's name was Kaniki.
Oh, you mean, I thought you meant from Greece, from the
Greece.
country.
No, the Grease the movie.
Yes, now I remember him. Yes,
Kaniki. Yes, good one. Grease the
I think
country.
it's in Greece.
Diane Cilento.
Oh, heard the name.
Yeah, Australian actress. Used to be married to Sean Connery.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Go and get me a Scotch, Moneypenny.
Oh, bet she loved every inch of it too.
That's right. Nancy Wake, war heroine. Never heard of her. Dan Weldon. Oh, he was an IndyCar driver, 33.
Yeah, jeez.
Sarah Watt. Joe Frazier, the boxer.
Yeah, that's
died.
right. Yeah.
And there you go. So that's...
This is a somber sort of a show, isn't it?
So that's a wrap-up. It's a wrap-up.
Yeah. It's always good to know these things.
And our first show back in the new year, we'll call it... Ghosts of Christmas Past. Morons of Christmas Past. So, because there's going to be some moronic things people do over the Christmas break, and we'll be talking about that in the first show.
Yes. Yes. Well, I've got a story to maybe lighten the mood. Now, look, I've pulled this out of the paper. It is a real story. I don't know if you...
I can't read that. It's been... Oh, yes, go on.
All right, here we go. I had to pull it out. I was sitting there reading. I thought, this is a joke. I have to impart the silliness of this story. It's titled, It's Bean, Bean, Where the Sun Does Not Shine. It's coffee. As coffee... Okay, so let me get a part that I can read to you. So what happens is the coffee bean, it's a very exquisite, exotic, hardly likely, as far as I'm concerned, coffee that you can buy and very expensive. Coffee beans are first eaten and then excreted by a South American bird, the jacu, 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 whatever. Yes, it looks and smells like regular coffee, with the only giveaway to its origins being its distinctive flavour. Probably tastes like crap.
Like shit. Literally.
Nutty, earthly, and full-bodied.
I'm sure it was very full-bodied.
Yeah, Merlot Torrefazione is the only supplier in Southport on the Gold Coast, and it's affectionately known as the bird poo coffee. Oh my God! Coffee fanatics flogged. They are floggers. Coffee fanatics flocked to cat poo coffee. Are these people for real? Which sold out in Australia in 4 days last year.
How much a cup is he charging?
It gets to that a bit in a minute. It's per bean or something, whatever it is. Now, this reclusive jacu, it first eats the very ripe coffee cherries, and the excreted beans are then collected from the forest floor and processed and cleaned. Being able to showcase, pour and enjoy the incredibly rare bean is a major win for Merlot, blah, blah, blah. The Bean of the Month program, blah, blah, blah. A 125-gram tin.
Hang on,
this
Bean of the Month or Crap of the Week? What's he...
Yes. It's... Oh. I wouldn't... Would you taste it? I wouldn't taste it.
Look, I probably would. But, I'm not going to pay $100 for a cup of coffee.
125-gram tin, which is, I suppose, what the normal, say, sized pack of normal coffee.
Yes.
Of this bean costs $45.
That's
or
ridiculous.
$350 for a kilogram.
That's ridiculous.
1 cup will set you back $10.
Okay. Oh, $10. I could do it. $10 is all right.
The coffee is mainly being bought at Christmas as a Christmas gift for the person who has everything, and will be available until the end of the year.
Or the person that you hate the most, you give them a coffee cup with crap in it.
I can't believe it. I can believe it. Look, there's a picture of the chick drinking it. Like, seriously.
She looks like she's had a few.
She had a few something.
Rightio. Now, from the ridiculous to the ridiculous, a Lamborghini driver. Oh, sorry. Start again. A US man who won a $380,000 Lamborghini in a contest crashed the car 6 hours after he got it.
Knobhead.
Yes. Tool of the week.
Knobhead. He reckons he wasn't.
Yeah, I got it on. What's my redneck accent? No, I won't do that. I'll do my Aussie accent. Yeah, I got it on Saturday, and I wrecked it on Saturday.
I got it on Saturday morning, wrecked it Saturday afternoon.
That's right. He said he was taking his friends and family on rides on Saturday evening on the outskirts of town when the vehicle hit ice or loose gravel. I'd say the only thing it hit was your foot on the accelerator going over the speed limit in a car you've never driven before and couldn't handle because you've been driving pickup trucks your whole life, you redneck.
But I mean, seriously, he's got it in the body shop now.
Yeah, it's all right. It's insured. No one got hurt. You don't deserve a car, you moron.
I think he's going to sell it now, isn't he?
Well, yeah. No one's going to insure him after that. Can you imagine the insurance on a Lamborghini? It's probably about $5,000-$6,000 a year. And
do you reckon they fix it up for him?
I don't think his house is worth that much.
No, it's not. Because he said it's strange having a car worth more than your house sitting out the front of.
Oh, good God!
But houses aren't too expensive over there.
Not anymore.
No, that's right. Yeah, there's a lot of the housing market in the US has plummeted, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. There's some steals around. If you can get around the hedging of your currency so that you're protected against any movements in the US dollar, it'd be worthwhile considering investing in real estate in America.
Yeah,
I've done some of the sums and some of the houses. I won't mention any prices, but the rents, 3 years of rent will recover your purchase price.
Jeez. But I thought, isn't the rent somehow regulated over there?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not regulated. In some parts of New York, the rents are regulated in rent controlled buildings, but generally, the rents are higher than the mortgage payments. So, for example, a house, you could buy a house for $50,000.
Yep.
And charge $15,000 a year in rent. And in three and a bit years, you've recovered your purchase price.
But not if you're paying interest.
Yeah, but what's interest on $50,000?
Or compounding.
It's $3,750 a year. Right?
Yeah, true. Yeah, right.
We call it $4,000. Less 15, it's 11. So you recover it in 4 years instead of 3.5.
That's not bad.
It's very good.
I'll go you halves. Well, are these houses in nice areas, or are they?
Some of them are. Some of the nice areas, the prices don't drop, but some of the questionable, maybe the mid-level areas, you might pay. Look, if you're in it to get in and out or get the income, so you get $15,000 a year, tax-free, or not tax-free, but positive gearing after 3 years, and if you're in it for the income, that's fine. In some areas, you might pay, for example, an equivalent house in a good suburb in Australia that's $1.5 million. You would pay $500,000 for, and you would get $2,000 a week rent. So in 5 years, you get that paid back.
But I think the worrying point or the worrying factor would be, like you don't know the area, you don't know even the economic climate over there. Correct. You don't maybe
each suburb in each state, in each region, in each different parts of the country, it's all different. There's 5 different economic levels, if you like.
Yes. Yeah, right. Yeah, but look, I've looked at that. I've heard of great deals. 4-bedroom houses with pool. Yeah, $50,000.
Yes, that's right. But the golden rule with property investment, which you know very well, is that if you don't know the area and you're not close enough to have a look at it, then you shouldn't buy it.
Yeah.
And I'm the same.
Yeah, remember the old days, and it probably still goes on now. But people buy blocks of land by flying over them.
Oh yeah, the White Shoe Brigade used to fly a lot of doctors up to Queensland, up at Caboolture.
Yeah, yeah. Well, my grandma bought a block of land by doing that.
Oh yeah, my aunt did. She bought what's his name? Keith Urban's from Caboolture.
Yeah.
Right. That's not a big deal. But my aunt bought a place in Caboolture for $180,000, house and land. Rented it out had it rented for 12 years. And after 12 years, she only sold it for $235,000. That's bugger all.
Yeah.
50 grand.
Oh, yeah.
50 grand in 12 years. It's $4,000, $5,000 a year, if that, which is 3%. Because the usual stuff you overpaid in the beginning. The thing probably was only worth $120,000.
But even all these, like, there's a show that Kim watches on Foxtel. I don't know what it is, but there was a builder. And he built this $2 million house and went broke. He can't sell it. No one wants to buy it.
Yeah, because it's number one, it's probably a piece of shit, and it looks like crap.
Yeah, more than likely.
Because a lot of people think if I throw money at something, that'll make it nice, and people will buy it. No, you've got to have taste. You can build a nice house for less than $2 million, and then people will buy it. Or you can build a crappy house for $2 million that no one will buy. It's like clothing. You can wear. I've seen people wear expensive clothing; they look like shit, and I've seen people wear cheap clothing and they look $1 million.
Yeah.
So it's how it's put together. You can't buy taste, you can't buy style.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Very true. Very true. Now, I don't know. Before we finish, I don't know what time we're on to, but before we finish, I've just got a couple of more deaths.
Go for it.
I don't want. We've seen that we started. Are we doing famous as well as infamous?
You can do whatever you like.
Well, obviously, just recently, Kim Jong Il.
Yeah, very ill.
That's as far as I want to go with him. I wouldn't give him any more time.
No, that's right.
Christopher Hitchens.
Christopher Hitchens. Sounds
the
familiar.
writer. The writer.
The writer. Yes, of course. The atheist.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Popular books. God is not great.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. Harry Morgan.
Harry Morgan.
Colonel Potter.
Oh yes, of course, Colonel Potter.
Yeah. So that's probably the sort of fantasy ones that I've sort of just thought about. I'll go through some more lists here if you want. Some of these, you probably won't have heard of. They're probably all whatever.
Test me.
Andy Rooney.
I've heard of him.
Yeah. Who are these people? Yeah, that Dan Weldon. That's shocking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very bad. Very sad to die so young. Mikey Welsh, never heard of him. He looked young.
Who he is.
Charles Napier, never heard of him. Arch West, never heard of him.
Some of our international listeners and viewers might know who they are.
Andy Whitfield, did you say him before?
Yeah, I said him. Who the Australian actor? Paul Bastard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Cliff Robinson.
Cliff Robinson.
And Uncle Ben from Spider-Man.
Oh, see, I wasn't a big Spider-Man watcher.
No. Oh, yeah, Amy Winehouse, of course. Yeah, Betty Ford. Ryan Dunn. That's right, old Ryan Dunn. He was with the Jackass.
Oh, was he? Oh, that guy. The car exploded on impact or something. What happened?
Yeah, smashed.
Right. Well, yeah, Jackass. What do you expect?
Well, he wasn't doing it for a film. He was just...
Was he driving a green Lamborghini?
Oh, it was something like that, I think. Yeah. Did you say a green Lamborghini?
From the previous story? Are they related?
Yeah. Yes. Did you say Randy Savage?
No, I did not say Randy Savage.
Macho Man Randy Savage died from a car accident.
Jeez,
he was in the World Wrestling and all that sort of stuff.
Here's an interesting statistic for you. Do you know in China, how many people a year die from car accidents in Australia? About 1,000, 1,500?
Yeah.
Something like that? In China, take a stab at how many people die from car accidents each year.
Well, it's either going to be something ridiculously high or something ridiculously low. I would have to say, I'd have to go the former and say ridiculously high just because there's so much population.
Yep.
So there's 1,000 in Australia. There's billions over there. I'd say 50,000.
It's even more ridiculous than that. 250,000 people die each year in China from car accidents.
Jeez.
150,000 people in India die. It was 1 billion people there too.
Yeah.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you know that whole population growth that we're all worried about? Under control, I think. If they keep having these car accidents, my God. Under control. No worries there.
There's another couple that I've just thought of. Osama.
Oh, gone. And Gaddafi. Gone.
Gaddafi. Gone.
Julia Gillard. Oh, still here.
Still here. Elizabeth Sladen.
Who's
of course.
Elizabeth Sladen?
Sarah Jane Smith in Doctor Who, and then also Nicholas Courtney.
Never heard of
the Brigadier from Doctor Who.
Oh, Brigadier. Come over here.
I'm here, Brigadier. Elizabeth. Loretta Holloway. Never heard of her.
Loretta Holloway? That's Loretta Swit. I'm thinking MASH.
Oh, right.
Hot Lips Houlihan.
Yeah. She's probably still going. Yeah. Michael Gough. Most people know him as Batman's butler, Alfred.
Oh yes, and he was in the
films.
That's the Batman movie's coming out soon. Batman, the second one with where Michael Caine plays Alfred. Have you ever watched the Batman Returns with Christian Bale, the one with Heath Ledger?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Really, really, really good. And the next one's coming out probably in 6 months or so. And Michael Caine plays his butler.
Oh, nice. Jane Russell, I've heard of that name.
Jane Russell. Yeah, I said her before.
Oh, did you? Sorry. Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
Sorry, because just probably people... Jack Lane, did you say him?
No.
What did he do? The idea of living a healthy lifestyle into people's homes with the Jack LaLanne Show. One of the first mainstream advocates of women fitness. He was 96.
Oh, he lived a long life. Good for him.
Touched by an Angel. Now that's on the TV. John Dye, DYE, died of heart failure, 47.
Oh, that's young.
Yeah, tell me about it. And Jerry Rafferty, I think you mentioned.
Yes, the singer. Baker Street. He's one of his favourite songs. Remember that song, Baker Street?
No.
Yeah, go and Google it. Baker Street, Jerry Rafferty, YouTube. You've heard of it.
And that's about it. There's another lady here, but I've never heard of her. Anne Francis.
Anne Francis, no, have not heard of her.
Forbidden Planet, a 1960s television series. Honey West died on complications from pancreatic cancer. She was 80.
80. Well, Steve Jobs died at 56 from the same affliction.
Yeah, no good.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all right. Nice note. Merry Christmas.
Well, that's right. So Eric, you going away for Christmas, or are you just staying around the house?
We're not going away until after Christmas, and I'll keep that on the QT.
Yep, that's...
But I'll try and get the show done. We'll just have to consider the time zones.
Yes, that's right. Well, I'll be here. My time zone won't change. Yeah, I'll just be doing the same old thing.
Are you? When are you back at work?
In the new year, early new year.
Early? Well, you only got a couple of weeks off.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, it's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
How long did you want me to have off?
Oh, I don't know, a month, 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah. No, a month would be nice, wouldn't it? That would be nice. But just a couple of little weeks just over the Christmas, just to sit back, settle down, and try and get some work done.
Yes, indeed. Yes, it'll be good to have a break. Stop rushing around like a moron for a change, which would be nice.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, gentlemen and ladies and listeners and viewers, thank you very much for putting up with Chewing the Fat this year. I can't remember exactly when we went to air. I think it was July, episode 20. We've had some technical difficulties. We've had some issues where I couldn't do the show because I was away and the bandwidth was not very good. Trying a few things throughout the year, different format, loose, tight, types of stories, whatnot, but always trying to improve, and I'm glad that you're all still listening, and we hope to have you back next year. Yes.
Good stuff. Thank you. Thanks, listeners. Merry Christmas to you, and Merry Christmas to you, Eric. And I hope You all have a. Are we back next week?
We'll be back next week. There's a 95% chance that will happen.
All right. So the New Year's show.
Yep.
And
first year after Christmas, but still in 2011.
Yep.
Yep.
Good work.
Yes.
Good work. Looking forward to it.
Yes, we'll see you. Good night, everyone. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.